Hey y'all. I'm just gonna do the list. So if y'all do y'all all want to be on there? That's already spoke. That's put hey in the chat. Queen 707. You want to be on there? Crap! I'm trying to pin the comment. Ah! All right. Number 1 is Queen 707, and then Cosmo Politan. That's a cool name. Cosmo. And then Karma is number 3. Eliza is number 4. Booby Lee, do you want to be on there? Hey, Sherry. All right, Booby Lee is number 5. And then Sherry L, do you want to be on there? Okay, Sherry L is number 6. Hey, Flo. Flo, do you want to be on the free list? Oops. Okay, Flo is number 7. You're welcome. And then X, I'm just going to call you X, but you know who you are. You're number 8. And then Be Wise is number 9. We're going to get them quick today. So I got 4 more spots. 4 more spots. You are welcome, X. All right, we can go ahead and do the first one while we wait on the 4 more spots. You are welcome, Be Wise. So Queen 707, you are up. Will Allie text me with a new account? No contact situation right now. 5 shuffles. Will this person reach out to Queen? You are welcome, Sherry. Will this person reach out to Queen 707 with a new account? No contact situation. 2 more shuffles. Are y'all having a good day? I think it's going to rain here all day after it starts. It hadn't started yet, but I see the rain coming. I'm okay with it. One more. Will Allie text Queen with a new account? No contact situation right now. 6 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands reversed. I feel like at this moment, they're not planning on reaching out. The 3 of Wands is the bottom of the deck, so it's like they're waiting for you to find a way to contact them, if anything. Because like I said, 8 of Wands reversed, that's like somebody who has things they would like to say to you, but they hold back. They feel like it would be a waste of time if they expressed anything to you. 6 of Wands reversed. So they just kind of wait around on something to happen. Hey, Liz, you can be number 10. I don't think so, Queen. Not anytime soon anyway, because it's like when think about it like this, with the 3 of Wands, when somebody's in that waiting energy, after a period of waiting, they may take action, but in that moment, for the next short period of time, however long, however patient they are, it's according to the person, they're gonna wait it out. They're gonna wait it out. They're not gonna, because they're intentionally not communicating with you. They're like resisting the urge to reach out. When the 8 of Wands reverse comes in, that's kind of like block communication. So good luck to you, friend. Cosmo, you are up. One proposal came to me. So how's the guy? Is there any future with him? Amara. You are welcome, Queen. 4 shuffles. Cosmo, how is this future with this one guy? Is there any future with this guy for Cosmo? Is there any future with this guy for Cosmo? Is there any future with this guy for Cosmo? Knight of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands. The underlying energy is the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there is potential, but as long as this person's immaturity doesn't get in the way. The reason why I'm saying that is the Knight of Wands. They have interest, but when the Knight of Wands shows up, he's the guy that he's really impulsive and he acts on impulse, and he may lose interest quickly, right? So the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, both of these are kind of immature. So when it comes to a future in a long-term connection, you need this to be the King of Wands, right? You need this to be more stable. And the 3 of Pentacles is at the bottom with the Hermit. So I feel like it's going to take this person to mature a little bit more. So the short answer is there is interest. They have true interest. They don't have any ill intentions, but there needs to be some growth and evolution for it to be a stable long-term commitment and future, if that makes sense. So potential, but there needs to be growth for it to stick, right? All right, we got 3 spots left and 3 of y'all just, so Shantae is number 11. Dr. Victor is number 12. And Intuitive is number 13. You are welcome, Cosmos. I called you Cosmos. I meant Cosmo. Okay. So next up is Karma. Okay, Shantae, if you do that, then I'll take you off and I got one more spot left. And you can skip the line if you do that. Thank you very much. I got one more, even though I wrote that down. So if somebody else comes in, Rinky, I'll give you one, even though I put that up because Shantae wants to do a donation. So Rinky. You'll be after Intuitive. Okay. All right. Karma. Karma says, does Carlito want to be in a relationship with me? I'm interested in his intentions towards me. You are welcome. All right. Tell us about Karma's connection with Carlito. 3 shuffles. Does Carlito want to be in a relationship? What are Carlito's intentions towards Karma? What are the intentions towards Karma? What are Carlito's intentions towards Karma? Nine of Swords reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. The underlying energy is the Hermit and the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is what I think. I think that they don't lay it all out on the table. They don't completely openly communicate. Just because the Eight of Wands is reversed doesn't mean no communication always. There can be physical words being passed from you to this person. But I think that they don't open up all the way. And it's not that they're not going to stay interested in you. It's just that what they're contributing with this Page of Wands energy, after a period of time, I think you're going to lose interest in them. I think it's going to go backwards, right? And you're going to pull back with the Hermit. And it's because of their nonchalantness and they're not willing to open up completely. Because whenever you're trying to connect with somebody on that deep of a level, right, you need to be straight up, all the way open, honest, and truly in your authentic nature. And you can't be authentic when you're not laying it all out on the table. So it's not like they're trying to hurt you by doing that. And they could even be doing this because of some sort of subconscious fear they have of opening up. It doesn't mean that they consciously have ill intentions, but I think that's what's going to eventually make you kind of lose interest and fall back. So that's what I got for you, Karma. You on the first cup of coffee, Dan? I should go get me some cold coffee out of the freaking refrigerator, right? I got some of that in there. You are welcome, Karma. I'm gonna go grab it while Eliza types. It ain't really coffee. It's this. This is what I got. I had some cold brew, but I drunk it all. Have y'all ever drunk this one? Yep, and finish the dregs from yesterday's pot first. What does that mean? Divine Grace, if anybody don't show up at the end and I have a spot, but I already filled up all the free spots, boo-boo. What should I need to know next week in general? Thank you. Hey, it's probably better to... You are welcome. And also, Divine Grace, if you can put your bell on so you know when I go live. I may go live later on this evening. And if you get in here at the beginning, I hate to tell anybody no when they want to be on the list. I'm just scared if I tell you yes and then I let the list get too long. That's the only reason. But if you like wait later on this evening, maybe around like 6 p.m. Eastern, I may go back on here again. All right, Eliza, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. What does Eliza need to know next week in general? Thank you, LZ. You'll be next, boo-boo. What does Eliza need to know next week in general? You are welcome, Divine Grace. What does Eliza need to know next week in general? You know what I'm going to do for you, Divine Grace? I'm going to write your name down because your name looks like somebody I haven't had ask question before. And when I go live again, whether it should be tonight, as long as my plans go right, I'm going to save you a spot on the free list. And then if you come in, you can have that spot. That way you'll get a chance to get a question. So I wrote your name down for the next live. Five of Cups reversed. The Magician reversed. The underlying energy is the Moon card. So what you may not recognize or realize overall next week is if you can find a place to focus your energy on something that you would consider constructive, this could be a lot more important to your healing than what you realize on the surface. So let's just say you start rollerblading because that's fun next week. That's actually important to your healing, but it's because of the energy behind that, what you're doing. You don't realize that that's what it is, but it is actually helping you heal on a deep subconscious level with the Moon. Magician reverse says you have actually removed your energy from trying to heal when you do whatever this is. I'm using rollerblading as an example. So do one thing as your homework for next week, because today's Sunday, so you can go ahead and plan it out. One thing that you can do as an act of trying to cultivate joy, something just for fun. It really doesn't even matter what the thing is, honestly. It matters the energy you're conjuring up behind it. So try to come up with one thing that you devote 30 minutes a day to, or it's according to what your schedule is, right? You know what you're capable of. But go ahead and write it down today on a piece of paper and check it off every day when you keep this promise to yourself. So what does that do? That is a physical act where you show the universe you're showing up for yourself. No matter who shows up for you otherwise, you're going to show up for yourself. You're showing the universe, right? You're focused on doing that. Well, what you're doing is you're actually using that action as a form of healing or transmutation of energy. It's actually resolving some stuff for you on a subconscious level. Only not if you do it just once, but if you actually take the whole week to do that, and then the week after you put that on your plate again to go again and do it, the results will kind of snowball and the momentum will start. So I feel like you're already on this path, or these cards wouldn't have came out. So I feel like if you sit there and kind of do some automatic writing and think of a thing, no matter what it is planting some flowers, watering your flowers, planting some seeds to try to get something to bloom, an herb garden. The possibilities are honestly endless, but it is actually something that will help you because the Five of Cups reversed is here. That's when that little bit of light shows at the end of a dark tunnel. You know that it's right there around the corner. And then I feel like that will create a sense of stability in you. Not that you're going to be overly happy every second, but you'll start to feel a sense of equilibrium, right? So I hope that helped you, Eliza. Got rained on a bunch, but the baseball game was fun. All right, LZ is up, and then we'll start back on Booby Lee. Mama wants gas in her rig and do the bank. Uh-oh, you gotta go run errands, huh? Okay. I think the ex-Libra is dating again and hasn't found anything serious, which would explain the silence since he's found new toys and hasn't decided to get bored with them and come back. Let's get more tea. Okay. You are welcome, Eliza. Let's check this. You think he's dating? You think he's just kind of like, let's see. You want me to just pull a spread, honestly, on like his romantic life currently? Like, what is the energy of his romantic life? I think the ex-Libra uses dating to fill an emotional void he gets when he leaves home, like he's burying the hurt with dating. That makes sense. I heard somebody say this the other day, and it blew my mind. And I don't know why, but they say that if you think of the energy of someone who is sad or disappointed or heartbroken, and they go to the bar and they get sloppy drunk, right? Since we're just humans, we see things in 3D terms, but it's all about the energy behind it. So think about that energy. That is literally the same energetic combination or energetic signature as someone. This is what this person said. I don't know if this is true, but it blew my mind. That's the same. You're creating the same energetic signature as someone who has a void in their heart, even if they're not sad and disappointed, like crying or anything. Just a regular person that has a void or an emptiness inside of them, and they date to try to fill the void. It's the same energy as if you're going to the bar after a period of time when you're sad and lonely and depressed and crying and you get sloppy faced drunk. I'm like, dude, that is deep. Since there are emotions, I think talking to me reminds him of home and what he left behind. That makes a lot of sense, LZ, since there are emotions attached to me. Yes, and I already know there are emotions attached because I've done a bunch of spreads for you, and all the time the same kind of cards come out when it comes to like, is there emotions? Yes. Like, because usually when I do spreads for a person over and over, and if it's the same kind of, like, if it's the same person each time, you know, that they're asking about, the one thing I have noticed, and I never would have thought this is true, if you pay attention to the running theme of the elements in it, you'll be able to tell after you pull for a person a few times if the other person actually has emotions or not, because those cups are going to be prevalent there. Even if sometimes that spread don't have cups, you see more often than not, you're going to see like the 10 of cups, the ace of cups, the 6 of cups. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that part of it is good. But if you look at your connection in terms of a magician's table and you got the cup up there, but the freaking pentacle is lacking because of the effort or the time, or the wands is lacking because the person is not following their passion even if they have it, or the swords because of the communication. See, the cup's just standing there like trying to do its thing, but it's lacking the other parts, and then that makes you like, what the hell, you know? I believe it. I think I heard Rich Lopp say that once. That's probably it, because I'll be listening to him all the time. That's probably who said that. If you get drunk, it's the same thing as somebody who's even sober, but they're trying to date to fill a void. That's crazy. All right, tell us what his romantic life is like. Give us a card. King of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Cups. I told you that comes out every time. Temperance reversed. See, the imbalance here is something to do with King of Pentacles. Okay, so that tells you King of Pentacles reversed, Temperance reversed. The imbalance is something to do, before we even pulled any cards, I felt that. Whether this person feels like their money's lacking, whether they feel like they can't devote the correct time to something. But that Ten of Cups is just basically stating what we know. There's emotion, you know. Four of Wands reversed. Hey, hot sun. The Star. The underlying energy is the Nine of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Empress reversed, Nine of Wands. Okay. So, of course, the Nine of Cups reversed is that sense of emptiness, right? That void in your heart kind of energy. Emotionally codependent. That sounds bad when you say it that way, but what it basically means, in my opinion, if you're codependent, is because you have this overwhelming need, or you feel like you do, for something outside of you to fulfill you, right? Somebody who's truly not emotionally codependent, they would be able to pretty much be in any situation and maintain a sense of emotional stability. So I do feel like they have some sort of void there, some sort of emptiness. The Page of Wands, when we're trying to look at this person's romantic life, the Page of Wands tells me they may be talking to somebody, but it's not. This is like the energy of flirting or sending a message to somebody, but I don't see anything that's like a commitment. I see the Empress reversed and the Nine of Wands, which I think represents your energy, but it's in the reverse because they're guarded against you for whatever reason. Let's see. Since he doesn't drink much anymore, I think that's his form of sloppy drunk to drown the emotional hurt. A potential new person to keep his mind off of the hurt and lack, but no longevity to it. Longevity is never the intention. That makes sense with the. But even if they are talking to someone or dating someone, I don't feel like it's anything that's even like friends with benefits, because that would take like a little bit more commitment than the Page of Wands. Does that make sense? So they may have a few people they flirted with randomly, but I don't feel like their main goal is a lot of romantic connections, honestly, because I feel like they're kind of, I think they got this King of Pentacles reversed maybe in the last time I read for you or the time before, and it came out as the first card. So it's like they're more focused on what's not balanced. They actually pride themselves more than people would think. Thank you, Denise. You will be next. I just wrote you down. ISSE. They pride themselves on having their shit together more than people actually think, but they don't say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it actually gets to them. They feel like they need to be further along, whether it's financially, whether it's on the ladder at their job. It's something King of Pentacle related. They get caught up in that, the way it should look and the way how far along they should be. So they feel out of balance, or they feel out of whack right there. Even though they are guarded against you, it doesn't look like they're going to reach out soon, they still have this sense of, you know how when the Star card comes out and it's like a hope, this far off distant desire in their mind from their perspective. It's like a far off distant desire, because they do kind of put your energy up on a pedestal, so to speak. And the Four of Wands reversed is like they think that that's just not something they can make happen in this moment. Well, they're correct about that because they're not putting any effort towards it. But what I'm saying is, from their perspective, it's like maybe one day. Think of the energy behind that statement. Well, maybe one day that would be great, because they do have emotion for you. But the Four of Wands is even reversed. And the thing that this person doesn't get is emotions doesn't come along every day. You can't just say, okay, this person right here, I love them. It could have been a 10 of cups, but it didn't work out, so I'll just find somebody else. Well, actually, it don't work that easy. You don't just all every day find that. But in their mind, it's like they know that there's emotion there, but they're just thinking of it like maybe one day. But what they don't realize is if they keep doing that, there's going to be one day, it's going to be the universe is going to slam the door shut on this. How would that happen? Well, if you literally move on to the point that somebody else shows up in your life when you're least expecting it, because we pulled the other night and it looked like the next thing that was very major to come in romantically for you would be somebody you don't know yet. So if that person comes in, then this is going to get the door slammed shut on it, and they're still going to be sitting there with 10 cups, focusing on things that are surface level. King of Pentacles reversed, Temperance reversed, allowing themselves to feel out of whack because they don't have some sort of 3D thing in alignment. We do need money to live. We need 3D things to work. We're humans. I understand that. But we got to learn where the importance is on the ladder. How on the list, how important is those 3D things? Are they important enough that they need to focus on them as number one? No. You're always going to find a way to make money to live if you are willing to work. That's just the truth. So it don't have to be perfect all the time when it comes to that. It's like they almost feel a sense of inadequacy around something to do with the King of Pentacles. And I think, honestly, that's just an excuse because they have this subconscious fear of love. But that's one of their excuses they use mentally. This is all going on mentally to themselves. But I do feel like, if anything, they have little flirtatious Page of Wands energy towards people. Nothing that's going to grow and turn into something major. Empress reversed. They're not even in the energy of attracting something that's going to work out and be successful, because that would mean they would have to actually open up and step all the way in. So it's like they're closing their own doors of opportunity. Four of Wands reversed. This is something they're doing to themselves. You are welcome, Denise. I think he just likes the attention and also uses it to socialize as well, to distract from the emotional hurt. He wants to be stable and he's not there yet with the finances, so it gets to him. That makes perfect sense. Temperance reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. But if you get to a point where that's the most important thing, but you got a person that you actually care about and they actually care about you, and you're not willing to take that chance, you're not ready for that because you have some sort of fear around love, well, that person ain't going to stick around forever, They may not always be, that person may not always be there, but they're not thinking of it that way. They're just like, maybe one day, the Star card, maybe one day. Because they are aware of the emotions they have. But it's like, they're aware that that door of opportunity is there, but since they walk past it, they don't go in the room where that door is. By default, Four of Wands is reversed. All right, you got 25 and it says resistance. But this card always reminds me of growth more than resistance. I guess maybe growth from resistance, because if you think about contrast, what happens whenever we have contrast? It creates growth in us, even if we don't want it to, right? Pretty much. I always love that card because to me it reminds me of going through some bullshit. You're going to come out the other side. When you do reach the other side, you're going to be a new version of you, a more evolved version of you. I'm going to give you one of these monkey cards. And he's a few states away still. He wants to move back to Texas, but not sure if he will follow through with it. Maybe that's the one day you're talking about that he thinks about the distance. In the distance. Like, I'm out of sight and out of mind right now, but when he sees me. Yes, and the thing is, I know you can't tell this person this, and I can't, and nobody can. Most of the time, you know how this lesson gets learned is the hard way. When you've actually gotten to the point where your consciousness is over here on a whole nother subject in life, and then when you're not even looking for it, some new person comes in, and you and this person are a match. You're like counterparts of some sort, and they become your person, your life partner. This person's emotions are not going to go away, and then they're going to realize it's too late. That's usually when these people get into that vibe of wanting to take action and do what they could have done all along, if that makes sense. And that's a painful lesson learned the very hard way, you know? Look, that reminds me of their energy, hope, and big water, and it breaks down to a 9 because of this star card. It's like they still have that, maybe one day vibe here. That goes together. But this says rich, good gentleman, and it's a number 13, breaking down to a 4. I don't feel like this literally means a rich, good dude. I just feel like this is symbolic of the fact that that's going to come in when you least expect it, in a way that you can't plan for, and when you're really engulfed or focused on other aspects of your life. I feel like this will come in, and this person is still going to be in this wishing and hoping energy, even though if they haven't changed their energy none by then, and they're going to miss out on what is actually the 10 of Cups, which is not something that happens every day. I feel like that's when they'll learn, when they actually miss out. So thank you very much, LZ. And I hope that made sense. All right, Denise is up for her little mini read. Let's see. Thank you, Denise. You're a new sub. Dreamly, I already closed the free list for today because I only do 13 on there, so that the live don't take as long. But I probably go live again around 6 p.m. Eastern today. So just try to come in like right when I go live, the first 15 or 20 minutes, and then you can get on the free list. You are welcome, LZ. Thank you for always taking care of my little channel. All right, Denise says, new sub here, and thank you very much, Denise. How did the Libra feel when he saw me yesterday at the event? I'm an Aquarius. Everybody that's Aquarius and Leo has been coming up in here lately. 4 more shuffles. How did the Libra feel when he saw me yesterday at the event? I'm an Aquarius. Two more. How did the Libra feel when he saw Denise yesterday at the event? And she is an Aquarius. King of Cups reversed and the 2 of Pentacles reversed. The Magician. They have this overwhelming desire to draw you in, okay? So a lot of times when the 2 of Pentacles reverse comes in, it's somebody that, I know that everybody can make their mind up. But for me, when I read the 2 of Pentacles reverse is like that fixed sign energy, right? But even though they're a Libra, I feel like that is their energy towards you because of the way we ask the question with the Magician. This is about that making their mind up that you're someone they would like to draw in or manifest. Now, if they're not into metaphysics and manifestation, they're not going to be thinking verbally, I want to manifest you to be drawn into me. but it's the energy behind it, right? The energy behind those words. They have some sort of desire to draw you in towards them, and they feel like it's going to be a challenge, sort of. Like it's not going to be an easy feat because the King of Cups is reversed. So even if you're like openly friendly to them, or you're talkative for whatever reason, even if it's something going on with their confidence level or something little like that, they have this desire to draw you in. They've already decided that they have this desire to pretty much draw you in. But from their perspective, their belief is this isn't going to be an easy thing to do. King of Cups reversed. This is not going to be an easy mission to complete, right? Hey, Betty. Good morning to you, friend. Yes, because I try to ignore him as much as possible. He is into manifestation. Well, if he is into manifestation, then I would say he's like made his mind up that he is going to manifest drawing you into him. But one thing about it is he's already decided that it's going to be something, because the King of Cups reversed came out as the first card. That's usually the answer card for me. So he's already got this thing in the back of his mind. That's where he's falling short. If he's in a manifestation, he needs to get that balanced out, because he's already thinking, well, this isn't going to be an easy thing to do to get through the wall here, King of Cups reversed. But he's made his mind up that he's going to give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like he's going to give up easy. That's the thing for you to know. Whatever he saw you yesterday, he still, you said you ignored him as much as possible. I don't think that has deterred him from still making his mind up that he wants to draw you in. He has that desire to do so. The Emperor reverse. So this again, it feels like to me he needs to get his confidence level up a little bit. Think about that. It could even be, even if you don't intentionally do it, that you intimidate this person a little bit. Like they feel like they don't quite measure up as to what they should be for you, so to speak. But that's just their self-concept out of whack. Honestly, if you're nice to them or not nice to them, that's not going to change that. The Emperor reverse. So they're trying to, this is going to result in a reverse manifestation if they're not careful. It's going to be the opposite of what they're actually trying to accomplish. They do have the sense of they've made their mind up. They want to draw you into them. But them feeling like it's not an easy thing stems from the Emperor reversed. It stems from their own self-concept, you know. They're not confident in their abilities. I'll put it that way. They have an honest, open desire to draw you in, but they're not confident in their abilities to do so. They think you're a hard nut to crack, okay? That's the way they feel. Ace of Swords reversed, and they wouldn't tell you that open and honestly for shit. They think it, but they're not willing to tell you that, right? All right, let me give you 3 of these little cards to clarify what this Libra. Queen of Cups. See, they're open to it. Because you got the King of Cups reversed a while ago. Now the Queen of Cups in the upright is here. So they're open to this. They're the ones that's wanting this. I don't know what you want from it, but what I'm saying is, from their perspective, they're open to this, and they think you're the one that is the hard nut to crack. They're not going to give up easy. The Death reversed. Okay, that's Scorpio energy, but also it's a fixed sign, and it's in the reverse. So, like I said, they're not going to give up easy. If they have a couple of misses, they're not going to just stop. They're going to be persistent for a little while. Give us another one for the Libra and the Aquarius for Denise. Queen of Pentacles. See, they're not going to give up easy. They're going to be persistent and try. That's all I'm saying. The only way that you could just pretty much get rid of this person in this moment is if you just slam the door completely shut. You know, you make it obvious, because they already feel like, overall, to summarize it, you're a hard nut to crack, but they're going to give it their best shot, okay? The only thing that messes them up is they have a little bit of a confidence issue as to with the Emperor reverse. They have a little bit of that going on. And they consider you someone as a hard nut to crack. When we do that in our manifestations, usually we will manifest that outcome, and you will by default become a hard nut to crack, so to speak. So they might be making their own path a little bit harder, but it only stems from their self-concept being a little warped. I feel like he still is not going to give up, even if you haven't spoken to him since January, because the Magician is here and the Emperor reversed. So it's like they want to bring you into them. See? So like if you know that he's trying to manifest you, I guess you have free will and you can choose whether you speak to him. But think about it. If he believes in manifestation, okay, he's open to it happening, even if it has been since January. I don't care if it's been since 2 years ago. He's trying to manifest to bring you into him. So he's not going to give up on that quickly, in other words. Now, if you don't ever talk to him, eventually I'm sure he would give up. But he's desiring you to come in towards him because he thinks you're a hard nut to crack. If he just takes it head on, he feels like you would turn him down, basically. But he's not going to give up on it. Especially if he believes in manifestation. That's what he's trying to literally do, is manifest you. She said yes, but I'm not going to reach out to him. He's crazy. Well, he would eventually probably give up, but not for a minute. Not in the energy he's in right now. He's still trying to manifest you in. The oracle card you got is the number 9, and it says assessing. So these are usually symbolic, and they usually tie into the reading. So he could even be keeping a watch on you, like on your social media, or if y'all had somebody y'all both know, he could ask that person, you know, that whole Page of Swords energy, the little stalkery energy, not literally stalking you, but just keeping a check on you in any way possible. Yes, I believe he does that. She said he crazy. And then this card says military person and 22. Military person is symbolic, like the Emperor. He did get the Emperor in the reading, but he got it in the reverse. Like I said, he's not very confident in his abilities to manifest, but he's not going to give up easy without a fight, pretty much. So I don't feel like he's give up just yet. He's still definitely still open, because I don't read gender in the cards. I know he's a dude, but I feel like this is his energy, not giving up. He's still open to it. And I feel like he thinks you're close to it. King of Cups reversed. But he don't care. He's going to give it his best manifestation shot. So good luck to you, and thank you for being a newbie. I hope that made sense. He's going to hit you with his best shot. He's going to hit you with his best shot, Denise. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Rashima Simmons. You are welcome, Denise. Thank you. All right, Booby Lee, if you still in here, you are up. He gonna try. Don't you just hate those awkward times? That word awkward is so uncomfortable. Whenever a situation can be described with the word of awkward, that is the most uncomfortable feeling. And I feel like I always manage to be awkward in general. Brittany, I already closed it, but I'm going to try to come back on around 6 p.m. Eastern. So I'm just doing 13 free spots every live. Yes, Rashima Simmons, I'm sorry. I'm just doing 13 free spots on each live now. So that way the lives can stay to like 2.5, 3 hours. Because y'all know how slow I am at answering the questions. You're welcome, but I'm going to try to come on around 6 Eastern today. Hey, would like to know, okay, this is Booby Lee. Hey, I would like to know about anything I need to know about the upcoming week and a possible move. Okay, friend. 5 shuffles for Booby Lee. He would like to know about anything he needs to know for the upcoming week and if I see anything about a possible move. 3 more shuffles. What does he need to know for the upcoming week and if there's anything in regards to a possible move? Upcoming week and anything about a possible 6 of Wands reversed. Three of Cups. The underlying energy is the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So, although you could have things take place over the next week that would be little stepping stones or celebrations for a possible move, it doesn't feel like it's going to work out in the next week like you want it to. Because what you're actually wanting it to do is the 4 of Cups is here. So this is somebody who kind of feels dissatisfied or even can be like bored with the progress. But the key to manifesting what you're desiring is to cultivate the feeling of gratefulness for the stepping stone moments, for the things like, let's just give you an example of what I mean. It's not a waste of time for you to make a list of what furniture you're missing when you move to this place. I'm just making up shit, right? I'm just giving you examples and you apply this to the energy. So it's not a waste, because this is the card that you can perceive something as a failure or a waste of time. But the thing is, all the things are important. And cultivating a feeling of gratefulness for the things that you do get accomplished towards moving, that will help speed the timeline up. The events will unfold quicker because gratefulness creates momentum if you can truly cultivate that feeling. Even if you have to, write a list of all the things that you have accomplished towards moving. Even if it's as simple as figuring out how many bedrooms you want, figuring out the location. You got to create the gratefulness around that, because if you get into a momentum of dissatisfaction around what is manifesting about it, see, this is like a foundational card. This is the planning card. This is putting in that stuff that creates the foundation for the thing to actually happen. You got to celebrate those moments with the 3 of Cups. So I don't feel like a move is going to be completed by the end of next week, but I feel like if you switch your perspective up a little bit about it, you could speed the process up further. So I hope that made sense. Thank you, Dr. Victor. So, Booby Lee, if you already have the place picked out, right, and you already have it, it's hours away, you can't get there, switch your perspective away from the part that you can't get there part and switch your perspective to what you do have figured out, if that makes sense, because you're going to create momentum in whichever place you're focusing your energy. So I hope that helped you. And good luck to you. Sherry L. Sherry L, if you are here, you are up for a freebie. You are welcome, Booby Lee. Papa Das. I already closed the free list, but if you come back around 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to do 13 more free spots. What is coming towards Sherry L that she doesn't see yet? What is something coming towards Sherry L that she doesn't see yet? 2 more shuffles. What is coming towards Sherry L that she doesn't see yet? What's coming towards Sherry L that she doesn't see yet? 4 of Swords reversed. King of Swords reversed. The underlying energy is the Hierophant card and the 3 of Wands reversed. So I feel like maybe this is not going to be in a day or two, but there's something you're not, because it's not expecting it, and the underlying energy is what you don't see. Whenever I do a reading, the deck, at the bottom of the deck, I always read that as something you don't see. That's not obvious in your physical reality in this moment. So whenever the Hierophant card comes out with the 3 of Wands reversed, if romantically, this could be like a commitment, right? But if that really doesn't resonate, it could be anything that is around the Hierophant energy, right? So what could that be? That could be a new belief system creating positive outcomes in your life, or reprogramming your belief system and coming at it in a new Hierophant energy outside of the box, and something happening or being manifested that's a physical thing that you have desired. But the thing is, you're not going to be actually trying to manifest it. I know that sounds like a jumbo, but it's what I'm saying is you're not going to be physically trying to make whatever this thing is happen, and I think you're going to pull it into your physical reality because you won't be expecting it. So it could be a new set of friends. It could be a new work environment. The thing is, how you'll know what this is something that you're not going to be trying to work towards. The basic thing you need to be trying to work towards is just your healing in general, with the 4 of Swords reversed and the King of Swords reversed. Do that in the smallest ways possible, and it will create momentum. While you're over here with your consciousness focused on something to do with your healing, that's when this will come in when you least expect it. And you know why it comes in that way? Because you have literally changed or rewired the signature of your energetic vibration. So you're going to change vibration. When you change vibration, that's new nouns coming into your life. You're not expecting it because you're going to be so focused on this. And how do you even focus on healing? Everybody tells you to heal, but you don't really know what to do. Well, you can start with paper, because paper always works for me. You don't have to do that. You choose your own way. You're the creator. But I feel like the universe is saying, at the point when you focus on this healing, step 1 is writing anything down from the time you came on this planet until now that's still like bothering you, that still creates the low vibrational emotions of fear, worry, sadness, disappointment, doubt, any of those emotions, grudges you've held, whatever. Write them down, okay? And it's not something you can do in a day. And then make it your sole priority, your number 1 priority, to assign positive meanings to those things. Assign meanings of things you have, like lessons you've learned from those things. Now, once you've learned those lessons, so to speak, start applying them in your daily life in little ways. Being grateful for that asshole that helped you realize what toxicity was in a relationship. There you go. That's an example. As you get engulfed in that, you're going to start to accidentally, basically, manifesting new physical things that are a match to your new vibration. So what you don't see coming is the possibility for a whole new physical reality as you get engulfed in your healing. So I hope that helped you, Sherry L. Flo is up for her freebie. Flo. What are Kay's thoughts and feelings towards me? It might be more accurate if you tell me, is Kay like somebody you're in contact with? Is it romantic? Is it, You are welcome, and you have a good day too, Sherry. What are Kay's thoughts and feelings for Flo? Okay, we are romantic and not talking at the moment. 3 more shuffles. What are Kay's thoughts and feelings for Flo? What are Kay's thoughts and feelings for Flo? You gotta just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. The Tower, and the 7 of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay. That came out together, so we're going to take it. The underlying energy is the 10 of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed. I feel like this person will, you said y'all aren't communicating. I feel like they're going to make some sort of attempt to communicate with you, whether it's just a text message or something. And it's going to be like the energy of testing the waters, okay? Because they think you're going to be defensive towards them due to some sort of tower moment, right? So they automatically assume, even if it's not true, that you're going to be kind of defensive. 7 of Wands. This guy, he's ready to fight at the drop of a hat if need be. Not literally, not physically, but you know what I'm saying. He's ready to put that wall up. He's ready to defend his ground. But the Page of Swords is the energy of testing the waters. I feel like they may very, very soon, I feel like they maybe text you or reach out in some way, like a post that you posted, something to test their waters here. The only thing about this person that is, if you're looking for something that's a life partner energy that's long term, this ain't it, because the King of Wands is reversed. So they're not in the energy of creating a long-term thing. Now, if you're just looking for something that's a fun time but not a long time, that's fine. But the 10 of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed, at the bottom, what you don't see or the underlying energy is this connection isn't something that has the potential to be successful in a long-term way. However, they're not done. They're going to attempt to reach out to you at some point. But they do assume that you're going to be a little defensive, so it's going to be a small gesture. They're going to try and test the waters, so to speak. So if you think that this person is gone forever, no, they're not gone for good. They will try to do something to get your attention or reach out to you. But I don't feel like it's something that is, this connection in general isn't something that's going to stick in your life long term. Say here for a good time, but not for a long time. That's the way I feel. She is a little insecure, yeah. So that might be why the Page of Swords showed up, that very small energy of testing the waters, seeing how you respond to the like on your post or a message, a text that they send, something like that. All right, X. You're the one with all the X's in your name. You are up for your freebie if you are still here. She's not used to taking the initiative, so I can imagine it would be a brave act for her. Oh, she a chicken, Flo? She's a chicken willy, huh? I understand. I'm a bit shy myself. I just have a big mouth on here, but that's different. I feel like that's different. I'm protected and guided on my path and getting the help I need to come out of poverty. I'm trying to understand your question, X. You are welcome, Flo. Thank you for waiting on your question. I'm trying to figure out what she's saying. Guide on my path and getting the help I need to come out of poverty. So, like, you need advice on your finances, basically, on how to manifest finances. Will abundance come my way soon? Okay. And one thing that'll help you before I even pull a card is, this is going to sound so stupid, but it really does work, because I've manifested more finances in the past couple years by literally doing this. You have to flip your mindset or perspective about the finances, and then they show up. So it feels like this. When you're trying to manifest finances, this is just my opinion, so please don't think I'm a financial advisor or anything. But the brokest I've ever been, all right, I feel like my mindset about money sucks because I'm always broke whenever I'm the brokest ever. The brokest I've ever been in my adult life. But what the problem is the way I'm looking at my finances is the actual reason for my brokenness. We're actually programmed, literally all of us, except for the ones who have figured that out, to manifest backwards. The way we perceive it is, we look at our money as lacking because we're broke, but we're actually broke because we look at our money as lacking. So the very beginning stages of helping you manifest finances is, first step first is get an affirmation that you can robotically tell yourself, and it literally will be uncomfortable, and it'll feel like it's stupid, and you'll probably have thoughts telling you it does not work. You'll have thoughts saying, dummy, you've already been broke all your life. How is this going to work? Just thinking a different thought. You have to ignore that and persist. Persist through the circumstances, because the circumstances actually don't matter. They're a result of your thoughts up until this point. So first thing you do is get a simple affirmation that you can tell yourself on repeat all day, every day. All day, every day. Every day, all day. All day, every day. I'm abundant. Or every time I need money, there it is. Something simple like that. All day, every day. And then, as you're doing that, you have to take action in the direction that you want. So let's say you have no money to get started. That's fine. Do what you can with what you have where you are, no matter how small it may seem. Ace of Wands reversed. You do what you can with what you have where you are, even if it feels hopeless, even if you don't have excitement behind it, even if you don't have passion behind it. It doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And getting some sort of affirmation into your subconscious awareness by forced thought control over a period of time will get you on the right path. Ten of Cups reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Six of Wands reversed. And the Devil energy. Two of Swords and the Sun. So you have to take the energy you've been dealt up until this point and use that to manifest the outcome you want of the Sun card. So if you feel like there's no hope, there's nowhere to go from here, you have no passion in a certain direction, all you know is you're broke and it keeps perpetuating the same cycle. You have to use that devil energy. What is devil energy? That's those thoughts that you currently have. And you have to rewire them. And it's a slow and steady process. When I say get an affirmation and tell it to yourself, you got to do it for maybe a year. And that sounds, but what is a year in terms of your whole life? A year is not that long. And just say you give yourself the homework assignment of doing this for 18 months. I know that sounds like a long time in this moment, but I feel like you have to look at it from the perspective of, I'm going to be on this planet for a long time, or at least I hope to be. So what is a year in the scheme of things? And how you'll know it's working after a period of time, this has happened to me too, you start to automatically repeat that thought in your head. Mine is, I'm happy, whole, fulfilled, complete, and abundant. And I will literally be at work sometimes typing an email, and that thought I will start to feel that thought just being underneath my conscious awareness. It's just there by default. But how did I get that affirmation? I started saying it because why? I felt this energy in my life. I felt a need to switch my circumstances around. Toxic thought patterns were there. To defeat that energy, Ten of Swords reversed, you have to decide, you have to pick a path and start walking. Two of Swords reversed and the Sun. So I don't see that you're going to just wake up in a week from now and the abundance is going to be at your door. But I do see that there's potential for happiness in whatever it is you want in this life. If you make your mind up, like a fixed sign, you make your mind up that the uncomfortable feeling of forcing yourself to think a new thought is worth it because it's better than where you currently are with whatever you're trying to manifest. And with time, it will slowly get better. Little subtle things will start to happen over time. You'll manifest winning a free car wash when you go get your gas one day, and you'll be like, dang, that was probably, you'll think to yourself, did I manifest that, or was that a coincidence? The answer is always yes, you did manifest that. The thing you got to focus on is, how did you manifest that? Well, if you started doing new thought control here and you've been doing that for 5 months, and all of a sudden this car wash comes into your life, you know it's working. Keep doing the same thing. So start simple. Forced thought control is literally simple. That's the simplest. It's not easy though, it's just simple. And most people give up quickly because they don't see results immediately. But just know that if you make your mind up and you use that devil energy, you transmutate it, it can turn into that. So the potential is there. You have the same possibility for the happiness as the next person. It just doesn't feel like it in the moment because you've created momentum around whatever's going on currently. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that made sense. That's true. I think what you think you attract sometimes. I've been doing this for years and it's always a step back. Well, I think you need to be more persistent and consistent, because if you've truly been doing that for years and you've seen no results, there's something to do with your consistency that's off, because the universe loves a stubborn heart. The universe will always deliver. It's a universal law. It's not that one person is more special than the other one. There's certain universal laws and those can't be broken. So work on the pentacle side of it, the grounded, stable, every day, all day thing. Work on that part of it. Work on switching your mindset. That's literally the first part of it. So I hope that that helped you. It's got to be around your mindset, X. It's not like I'm not manifesting good, but I can't understand what's holding me back from coming out of lack. It's got to be something to do with your mindset, especially when you pull the devil card, because normally the devil energy is some sort of thought forms that we have running in our subconscious awareness. We probably don't even realize at times. Try to meditate more. And when I say meditate, I don't mean no floating on a cloud shit. I just mean try to take And if you're already meditating, add a 30-minute session every day for you to be in total darkness with your eyes closed and see if you can observe what thoughts are running through your head to try and get a hold on it. It's something that's running underneath your awareness. That's probably why you're not seeing it. You are welcome. All right, be wise. You are up for a freebie. Will my boss give me days off next week? He is a difficult person and we have ups and downs. Okay. 4 shuffles. Will the boss give Be Wise days off next week? Will the boss give Be Wise days off next week? Will the boss give Be Wise days off next week? Hangman reversed. 10 of Cups. The underlying energy is the 2 of Swords reversed. I think yes, if that's what you're wanting, because the Hangman reversed is saying they're a narrow-minded person in some sort of way, but the 10 of Cups says ultimately you will get the days off. If that's what you're wanting, I would say yes. But this shows their narrow-mindedness when the Hangman comes out reversed and the 2 of Swords reversed. It's just like, go ahead and make your mind up that that's how it's going to go down. But yes, I do feel like they will. So you got to come back and let me know how that works. 10 of Cups for me would be a yes. Boo-boo. All right, Liz, you are up. Liz. Are you here, Liz? Did Liz leave us? Hey, Gage. Yeah. Come here. You want me to get this stuff to make shepherd's pie? Okay. All right, I don't know where Liz went. So, Dr. Victor, if you're here, you are up. Hello. I guess I could go ahead and do intuitive. Okay, there's Dr. Victor. I just wanted to know if I should expect my career breakthrough this year, career change, financial boom, etc. 5 shuffles for Dr. Victor. Should Dr. Victor expect any career breakthrough this year? 2 more shuffles. Should Dr. Victor expect any career breakthrough this year? Hangman reversed, 4 of Cups reversed. The underlying energy is the 7 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords, King of Swords, 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. I had to keep going and see what it was. So with the Hangman reversed and the 4 of Cups reversed, I feel like for you to get the career breakthrough by the end of the year, or within the year, right? You're going to have to take the blinders off, even if you're not intentionally do this. Just try to take it like ingest the advice and try to open your mind up. The Hangman reversed is a card that can be narrow-minded, even if you're not doing it intentionally. I feel like there could be opportunities for that breakthrough. 4 of Cups reversed can be about missed opportunities, but it's not necessarily missed. There may be things you're not seeing. So the way the breakthrough is going to come in is kind of like not exactly how you think it's going to show up when you do get the breakthrough. The reason why I feel like the breakthrough is there and you have the potential for it is the King of Swords is at the bottom with the Ace of Swords. Think about those energies. They're just pictures on a card, but the King of Swords takes decisive action. He doesn't let his emotions get the best of him. He picks a path and he walks. 7 of Cups reversed. Pick a path and start walking. Don't pick a path and expect a certain thing to happen out of it. Just keep walking. Tell yourself if this just has to be a stepping stone on the path, that's fine. Because there will be obstacles. The 5 of Swords is here. So like you're going down the road, there's going to be potholes. You're going to hit the potholes. There's going to be mud puddles. You could get bogged down a couple times. Keep going. The King of Swords doesn't get discouraged easily. The 3 of Pentacles is here. So you're on the right path when it comes to building a foundation for a breakthrough to come in. But you are going to have to open your mind up a little bit when it comes to that. So be okay with it coming out of left field. I don't feel like it's going to come in exactly how you think it's supposed to, or from where you think it's supposed to. So just be open to anything and everything. And usually the way it's going to come in is the universe will open a door that's gonna feel a little bit scary. Why is it scary? Because it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's not that you can't do it, King of Swords. It's just that it's gonna be uncomfortable. So you stay on the path and you focus on having those foundational things you need. That means like consistency, being devoted. Even on the days you don't feel like it, take the action. When the obstacles come up, don't look at it like the universe is telling you no. The universe is molding you into the person you need to be successful. When the potholes come up, when you get bogged down, you have to learn how to navigate those obstacles and challenges in order to be a vibrational match to the career breakthrough. So just know the universe is creating that person in you right now. Just open your mind up to the fact that it could come in a way that you can't plan for. But do you have what it takes? Yes. You just don't give up, and you're already on the path. So I hope that helped you. Okay. You are very welcome. Hey, Lady T. Intuitive is up. All right, intuitive. I know you put your question. What are S's thoughts and feelings about intuitive today? Ten of Cups reversed. Five of Swords reversed. The Chariot is at the bottom. And the Four of Pentacles reversed. Either they think you have released them energetically and kind of like let them go and move forward, or they feel like that's what they have to do in regards to you. And this Chariot card has like rain. She's like being rained on. It's like she has to let go because why? Whenever she tries to hold on, this person feels like it creates conflict. So 10 of Cups reversed, 5 of Swords reversed. In order to avoid what they're perceiving is conflict here, they feel like they must release or let go. That could be the way they feel about you, so just switch it around if you think the role needs to be reversed. But basically, as a summary, it's like they feel like having to make a head over heart decision and letting it go to avoid conflict or hurt or pain, you know? All right, last but not least is Rinky. Hey, Shar. I'm going to be back at 6 p.m. Eastern. So just come in at 6 p.m. Eastern, pay attention to your phone, and come on here in the first 20 minutes, and you should be good. Rinky. You are welcome, Shar. Rinky must have left. You're welcome, Intuitive. All right, y'all. I'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern, okay? I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see y'all in a little bit.